What's up? I'm Mike, N2MAK. It's the January VHF contest. I'm here in the Erie Canalway National Heritage Corridor, Park US 6532 in Western New York, and nothing is going as planned. Let me tell you all about it. All right, let's take a quick look at the setup here, and let's start with one of the few things that is going right. So this is the Amazon speaker stand that I have, and what I really love about it is 3/4 PVC fits in there perfect, and I had a ton of that. So I use that for the elk antennas. This is the elk dual band log periodic. It'll do 2 meters, 70 centimeters. That's set up, got some RG8X coax going in there. Let's take a look over here. This is the first time using this drive-on mast mount, but what's nice about it is it's one of the ones with a wider diameter, and so this is the Soda Beams Tactical 7000 HDS mast. It's a thick boy, and that actually fits. I'll leave a link to it down below. It's one of the few ones I've seen that'll accommodate it. Way up there, that's the Ed Fong roll-up J-pole, coax. It's coming down there. I did have that mast collapse on me when I was setting it up. I might not have just had it locked really well. Let's head over here. And here's where some of the comedy of errors starts. So this is the MFJ mast. No issues with that. It's certainly not going up all the way. What we have up there is just a simple speaker wire dipole with BNC binding post. This is for 6 meters. When I was setting it up, I actually broke one of the spikes in the frozen ground. There it is. I jokingly refer to them as the POTA death spikes, but those are the electrical fence supports, real cheap, like $8 at Home Depot, Lowe's, or hardware store. Fortunately, the park actually had just one of the driveway markers, and right about the same location I was going to use, so I just tied off the paracord there. I know it's not up that high, but again, this is just 6 meters, so I mean that's up easily. It's got to be like at least maybe 10-12 feet. So I think, I mean, it's up well over half a wavelength. That should be just fine for what I'm doing. You'll notice another antenna though, and I'm gonna see how this works out with how things are going. I'm not super confident, but that's the a J-pole for 1.25 meters for 220, and that's going down into the car. Now, I had to put the speaker wire antenna up because I do have a Yagi for 6 meters, but I wasn't confident with it on the speaker stand. I think it was too much weight. I've had it fall over once. I didn't want to do it again, so I'm going with just a simple dipole for 6 meters. But when I was putting that up, I had one of the ends snap. I had it a little too tight, and the end I'm pointing at now, just the insulator snapped, broke. I had another zip tie and some electrical tape to kind of do a quick field repair. So, you know, definitely always be prepared and whatnot. Let's take a look inside, and I'll show you what all this stuff's hooked up to. All right, so continue on inside. I got the ICOM 705. I'll primarily be using that, and there is a faulty coax switch. Maybe it's the jumper cable. I did not check that, but I had everything hooked up. It was a Hamfest bargain I got. I checked continuity and all that, but and I even had it marked for 2 and 6 meters, but when I got in the car, hooked everything up, the SWR was off the charts on 2 and 6. So when I plug the antennas just directly in, it was fine. So maybe it's not built for VHF. I'd have to check. maybe, like I said, it could be something with a jumper. I don't know, but I'll just have to be switching out. Fortunately, it's B and C, so it should be pretty quick between the dipole for 6 and then the elk for 2 and 70. But 6 does not look open with a quick check, so I'll probably just be doing FT8 there, or some, quick QSOs as I run the bands with some of the other contesters. And like I said, I'll just have to switch in and out. But yeah, and then got the Denko battery. There's a little power bank that I can use to keep the cell phone and the computer charged. Got my MacBook for doing digital modes and for logging. Oh, I almost forgot. I got some fun stuff in the back. Let me show you. All right, so we got 2 of the Alinco HTs here. We actually got 3. One of them's mine. So these 2 I'm borrowing. So this is the G29. This will do 220, and it'll also do 900 megahertz. So I have that connected to that Yagi. I've used that before. And the PVC is just kind of a little bit of a makeshift handle, so I can hold it up a little higher. So I'll be using this primarily for 900 megahertz, 33 centimeters. This one, the G7, is a tri-bander. So it'll do 2 meters, 70 centimeters, but it'll also do 1.2 gigahertz, or the 23 centimeter band. It'll only put out 1 watt, but I've got that connected to this loop Yagi, and I think the gain on both of them is around 15 dB. So that 1 watt will turn into about 15 or so, and that should help a little bit. Over there is another elk. This is mine. This is a mono band for 220, 1.25 meters, and this is my mono band HT for 1.25 meters. I got the J pole hooked up, but in the contest, there's a fair amount of people that do run horizontal, and you can lose a lot of signal from cross polarization. So, having some antennas that will run horizontal, even though it's 1 to 5 watts, it'll make a big difference and hopefully help. But I got capabilities for 6 bands in the contest, 6 meters all the way up to 23 centimeters. I'm all set. And I think it's time to get on the air and make some contacts. Oh, and if you're wondering, you can see that's the Momo Beams 3-element Yagi for 6 meters. Like I said, I've had it fall over once when I've tried to mount it on there, and some of the winds of weather, I just didn't want to mess around. Another option might have been to secure it onto this mast, but then it's going to be, just really close to the car, and so we'll stick with a dipole. What is it they say? If you can get a dipole up, put a dipole up. Well, let's see how it does. So I'm out at the park just minding my business, right? VHF contesting, nerdy stuff. And would you believe it that 2 more hams actually showed up, same park, within minutes of each other. Let's go meet them.
Hi, Brian, W2BMT. I've watched Mike on YouTube, and he's provided a lot of expert advice, and I'm glad that he's enthusiastic about Parks on the Air and this VHF contest. So I thought, well, I'll come out here and we'll get some contacts here in this lovely ice cold park today.
Yeah, it's cold, definitely, for sure. And who do we got here?
How you doing? I'm Mike. I was trying from Cobbs Hill here in Rochester unsuccessfully. Mike gave me some good advice online, and he made the mistake of telling me where he was today. So I showed up to get his advice in person and freeze a little bit with him and make a few contacts with him and Brian, and hopefully going to activate my second park today on 2 meter and 70 centimeter.
Awesome. And what's your call sign again, Mike? You didn't say it earlier.
KE2EKS.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys for showing up. It's great to have the eyeball QSOs. That's awesome. This just hit me. Take a look and let this sink in. Where else do you see 3 hams showing up in the same park to do POTA on VHF and above? This is awesome. I'm gonna get ready to take down. I got plenty of contacts in the log, but But Mike over there is activating. He's a tech. He's on 2 meters and 70 centimeters. And Brian, who drove in from out west, is over there, and he's on 6 meters. This is awesome. This is just awesome.
Just want to tell you, I got my 10th contact, activated the park. Thank you for your help, sir.
Awesome, no problem. Hey, so this is the second activation now. You've done 2 activations as a tech.
That's right.
On just 2 meters, 70 centimeters. That's awesome, buddy.
That's correct.
Awesome.
Yeah,
all right, keep it up. Hopefully you'll have the general soon, and looking forward to getting out with you again sometime.
Yeah, excellent. Have a great day, sir.
All right, take care, Mike. 7-3. So the mast holder, the drive-on mount worked well, but I noticed getting a little bit of line on the mast. I think it's from, or is rubbing, so I might need to maybe at minimum put some electrical tape or cloth or something in there to maybe try to help protect it. But yeah, fortunately I was pretty much done at the time, and I do have backups, different for most things, different antennas, coax or whatever. But oh, there it is. See, you saw, I discovered this. Yeah, the coax is kind of busted that I was using. This was for the elk. I got to get that sorted out. that was for the elk on 1.25 meters. Yeah, the coax is not so good, apparently. Look at that. Glad I didn't bust nothing, and glad I kind of caught it before something bad happened. So anyway, this has certainly been something else with all the things that have gone wrong. But I always say, when you're operating portable, it's always a good opportunity to learn. All right, it is quitting time here. There goes Brian. Mike left after he got his 10th contact to activate the park. All right, I am freezing. I need to get warm. I need to get home. Park's about to close in a few minutes. And I'm the last one here, so let me get home, get warm, take some time to process what happened today, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts.